One of the really important things about the Book of Joy is it's not about don't worry, be happy. It's about embracing all of our humanity and recognizing, and this was one of the more personally profound experiences for me, was that I grew up, my journey to joy began in growing up here in Manhattan in a home that was shrouded by depression. And I think that I believed that my job was to run as far away from sorrow and to seek after joy and happiness. And in the working with Archbishop Tutu over this last decade and in the writing of the Book of Joy, really discovered that joy and sorrow are inextricably linked. They are the light and shadows, and inevitably that you can't have one without the other. And I think that's, just as you said, countercultural. It's more real, it's more human, and it allows us a way to joy and happiness that is not the denial of our humanity, but the embrace of our humanity. And I think what you find when you see the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu come together in a book like the Book of Joy, and in the dialogue in the week we spent, is that at the mountaintop, all the religions meet. So every religion has its own path up the mountain, and different rituals and different practices and different theologies. But when you have an extraordinary practitioner of any of the world's religions, they are able to embrace each other as what they call mischievous spiritual brothers, because they are just kindred spirits, which Archbishop Tutu said, when we were quiet, we discovered that our spirits were kindred. And I think that's what you see, and I think one of the things that's so profound in their friendship is that reminder that whether somebody's a Buddhist or a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim or a Hindu, ultimately we're all human. We're all, as the Dalai Lama says, one of the 7 billion. And these practices that we use, revered practices, and that we have developed over thousands of years, are ways for us to be more human, or what Archbishop Tutu says, it takes time to become human. And so these practices are not actually there to divide us. They're there to help us to touch our core humanity, from which we can recognize one another.
Could you feel that in that, like a brotherhood?
Oh my God,
what was that like?
So gorgeous. I mean, it was just from the moment we stepped off the plane and they embraced, and that first, moment when the Dalai Lama, was blowing Archbishop Tutu a kiss, and Archbishop Tutu was holding the Dalai Lama's cheeks, and then went in actually for a kiss on the cheek. And I think, it was probably the first kiss the Dalai Lama's had since he was 2 years old, and taken from his family to be trained as the Dalai Lama. And it was just and let out this cackle of laughter. And I mean, there was just such a deep recognition and friendship. And I think one of the extraordinary things that we really didn't know going into this book was we knew that this meeting was going to be really profound and important for the world. We didn't know how much it would mean to them. And that was so beautiful to see.